Welcome to Real Success, the podcast for entrepreneurs wanting more. I'm Rob Christie. Executive and life coach Brent will take you on a journey exploring the key pillars of real success, ultimately leading to your best life. Stay connected and experience the success that really matters in business and life. And now, here's Brent with today's episode.
Experiencing the sandwich generation from the middle can be a very challenging thing during a pandemic, especially if you're a business owner. Things can be going along day by day seemingly good despite COVID restrictions and a hurting economy. From where you're standing, the pandemic might mostly be something on the news or in social media. And then it got real. I sincerely hope that you or your family have not been affected. But if you have, I hope all will be well, and that you've been able to navigate giving or getting the support that you need to make it through. And if you've been lucky enough to not be impacted directly yet, you might know someone who has, or know someone who knows someone who has, and it can get real in a hurry. How prepared are you? The other day I learned of someone whose son, a 26-year-old, otherwise healthy person with no apparent underlying factors, had been infected by a variant of the virus. It's the kind of thing no parent ever wants to hear. Then in a very short time frame, his health diminished to the point where he needed to be admitted to the hospital. And once there, the doctors determined that he would likely need to go onto a respirator soon. Only 26 years old. His whole life ahead of him. I can only imagine what it must feel like to have your child experience this. At this point, you don't know what the prognosis is or how long your child will need to be on a respirator. Even though many do recover, you don't know for sure if your child will even survive. That's an incredible amount of stress for a parent to be under. And if you have other kids to care for, especially younger ones, this places a huge burden on you. What about your parents? If you are that sandwich generation caregiver, then this could severely impact your ability to care for your aging parents too. Now, what if you're also a business owner who is heavily involved in the daily operation of your business? Imagine that when all this happens is exactly when a massive project deadline is fast approaching, one that could make or break your business during these challenging economic times. Or imagine that you are the only one who is capable of dealing with certain aspects of the business and you have to be there. What do? How will the emotional stress of your child's illness or your need to be there at their side impact your business? How will the whole situation affect your decision making? One of my core values is family first, and many parents will automatically turn immediately to the needs of their child. But the decision may not be that easy for some. Depending on your health or risk status, you might not even be able to be there in person alongside your child. As I said earlier, I really hope that that's not the situation that you'll ever find yourself in. But if you did, are you prepared? Are you prepared to be there in every way necessary for your child? And prepared to continue to care for your other children and your parents? And for your business to not miss that much of a beat if you need to step away completely for a while? Even if you can stay involved in your business as you care for your child, can you lessen the load to offset the emotional burden you might be carrying? There are many reasons to have a goal of having your business to be able to operate equally well whether you're there or not. In my opinion, this is one of the biggest. So begin now to take the steps that you need to so that you can have a clear answer to each of these 4 following questions. Number 1, how can your business carry on without you there? Number 2, who can step in to care for your other children at home? Number 3, who can step in to care for your parents? And the last one, number 4, who do you have to help care for you and your needs during a time like this? Ask that last question because so often the natural instinct is for you to forget about yourself and be 100% focused on that someone else. You need to sleep, to nourish healthfully, to hydrate, to move, and to offload your emotional stress healthfully. Doing so will enable you to be that much better of a caregiver to those who need your attention. And as I write this, I don't know the current status or prognosis of that young 26-year-old. Significant health issues are not something that you can easily predict. It's like insurance. You need to take the steps now to be ready for when it gets real. Waiting until it hits, well, that's just too late. So what are you going to do to be prepared, just in case? Thank you for listening today. I hope this episode resonated with you and inspires you to take a step towards achieving real success and experiencing your best life. If you got value today, please consider writing a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or click the like button on this episode wherever you're listening. Then please share it with a business owner that you know really needs to hear its message. I appreciate your help in extending our reach to support entrepreneurs everywhere. Don't forget to subscribe or follow this podcast wherever you love to listen, so that you can get notified when all new episodes are released. And one last thing. If you're ready to step onto your pathway of change and want to dive even deeper into the 7 pillars of real success, go to my website at entrepreneurialfreedom.ca and you'll find a link to my post called The 7 Pillars of Real Success. I know it will help. The website once again, entrepreneurialfreedom.ca. We'll be back soon with our next episode. Until then, be healthy, be happy, and have a day full of real success.